Coach?
I guess I'll use the word disappointing. That would be an understatement, but I probably don't think I should use the adjective that comes to mind. But I really felt we were going to play well here tonight. I thought we were in a pretty good place. I thought our preparation was very good. I thought our mindset coming in here was good, but quickly things snowballed, and you could see really quickly we were not really able to execute on either end of the floor, kind of the things we emphasize. And as when the game started to get away from us, instead of having the maturity to kind of pull back in, it just kind of compounded itself and started off on the defensive end. Let a team score a lot of easy baskets. I actually thought early we had a couple of good shots that didn't go down. Then I thought we got frustrated and we forced some bad shots. And then when things didn't go our way, we compounded it by trying to, maybe force something else. And we've been really good on offense around here, and yes, we're figuring ourselves out, but when I see a team that has 1 assist at halftime and a team that only has 7 assists for the game and 11 turnovers, that's not the way we play. And against good teams, that's a recipe for disaster.
You said the other day you got to play with emotion but not play emotional. Did the guys play emotional tonight?
I think, Justin, I do. I think there were times when things started to get away from us, and I thought we let that emotion get to us, and then you get out of character, right? Whether that's you gamble on defense, you maybe try to force a play on offense that isn't there. And I agree with you. I thought we crossed that line there in the first half. And when you do that, this is what happens.
Coach, did the quick start from the Buffs surprise you guys at all?
No, listen, they were going to be ready to play. That's the deal. And, the one adjustment that wasn't on the guys. We were trying to keep the ball out of Malone's hands, and they got 2 high-lows over the top. We did adjust and was better that way after that. But even those 2 baskets, we gave up a bunch of other easy ones too. So, no, I wasn't surprised at all. And just for whatever reason, it got away from us quickly, and we were not able in that first half to regroup.
Something did change in the second half. You held them to 29 points compared to the 43 in the first. Do you think, was there anything specific that you saw change?
I thought we played harder.
Yeah.
I thought we played more tenacious. I thought we, brought some physicality and some stuff. So, I don't think there was some major adjustment that way. But, that's fine. I ain't go in there and pat him on the back because we played well in the second half. Like, the question is why do we have to wait till the second half to do that? Now, I will say this. First time on the road, right? Most teams at our level, however, have not played a true road game yet. We did. We clearly didn't handle that very well, kind of like Kansas didn't handle it very well at Creighton the other night. We did. But we got to learn from it because we're going to go on the road a lot here coming up, okay, against good teams and good environments. And so maybe the bright side for us is we have to learn the hard way, and I hate to do that in a rivalry game. The same thing happened at Ole Miss. That wasn't really a road game, but kind of. Didn't come out with the right mindset, and then, we turned it around at halftime. But you got to come out better than that to give yourself a chance.
A couple times this season, after these games are talked about, kind of snowball effect, hitting the team. What do you guys need to do to, break out of those things a little easier, quicker?
Man, I hopefully we learn. We got to be a little bit more aggressive, and we've got to. I think sometimes it's easy. You're dealing with young people. It wasn't all young people, but some young guys who the games get big, and it's hard sometimes to stay in the moment, right? And all of a sudden it gets going, and you kind of, it's funny. It's not funny, but you're out there like, oh my gosh, like, when have I seen that before, And sometimes, unfortunately, you just kind of have to go through it and learn, and I hope that's the case. We got good guys. We got guys that I believe are going to get better. But we gotta come out and not try to be out of character, but just do the things that we work on.
Coach, I know a large part of tonight was for the miscues was the shooting and not getting the wide open shots to fall. Do you believe that based on that, a part of this game can be considered a throwaway, or are there some major adjustments you guys are going to see in the film session?
No, God no. When they're shooting 60% in the first half, that's far from a throwaway. So it started with our defense. Our defense that way. But yeah, we didn't shoot the ball well. But those things happen. But if we played better defense and we played sounder and we drove to pass and we took better shots over the course of the game, you hang in there, right? Like, it's not going your way, but what you do is you have to hang in there. And then instead of being down big, maybe you're down 7, 8, and then you can make a run and have a chance. But when you let poor shooting compound itself, and then you start making defensive errors, you start taking worse shots, and that's what we did in the first half.
You mentioned the challenges of going out on the road. Every time you guys have played in Boulder, this has been your first true road game of the season. Is that something maybe you look at? Maybe try and play a road game before this one?
I don't know, maybe, but I guess I haven't thought about that. I mean, I'm just happy we get to play the game. I mean, I don't care if it's our first road game or not. Like, you got to step up and meet the challenge. And I think these guys will respond. I do. I believe that they will. We got good guys. We're still trying to figure ourselves out. We played a little bit better, and tonight wasn't our night. But got a week of practice here. You know, we got finals, and hopefully we can grow from it and play better on Saturday.
Thanks,
Working
Nick.
working on that aggressiveness, how are you going to like implement that in practice and make sure that they come out every single game with that
I
aggressiveness?
mean, we implement it every day in practice, but it's one thing to do it. You got to practice it. It's one thing to do it in practice, but you got to do it when the lights come on.
Thanks, Nico.
Thank you.
Thanks.